Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
You're now listening to the Alumni Clubhouse Report, brought to you by the Alumni Co-Ed Softball League, LLC, and the Damage 365 Radio Network.
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Alumni Clubhouse Report. This is episode number 3 here in season 2015. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and everybody had a great weekend of softball. Beautiful weather across the Northeast. It continues throughout this whole week. Looks like another rain-free 75-degree plus weekend coming up, and I couldn't be more excited about playing softball, and I know everybody out there feels the same. It's been a great season thus far, weather-wise, knock on wood, of course, and we haven't had any bumps in the road. Everybody's showed up, everybody's played softball, no problems. It's been great, and of course that is all because of the managers and the players and everybody involved. And we have a great show lined up today. Of course, we'll get to our recap of scores and highlights from this past May 2nd's softball. We'll also update you all on the schedule for next week, this coming Saturday the 9th. We will have the updated standings, who has the bye week, and we'll be joined at the 8 o'clock hour by the manager of the 3-time reigning and defending league champion FiOrioles, and everybody knows who that is. That is Mr. Mike Fiore. He'll be joining us at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those listening on the left side. So without further ado, I say let's get this party started, and let's get some scores and highlights.
Let's go to the videotape.
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's open it up with the aforementioned FiOrioles. They had games this weekend. They took on Balls Deep. They were victorious in game number 1, 6-2. And in game number 2, they were victorious 10-0. In game 1, John Cronin was 2 for 4. He had a triple, a double, and run batted in. Dave Levine added a double and 4 runs batted in. And in game 2, saw Bill Jones Sr. with 2 hits, one of them being a double. Mike Lopez was 4 for 4. Mike LeConte had a home run and 2 runs batted in. Christy Jones had 2 hits and an RBI, as did Jamie Maggi, as she had 2 hits and an RBI. Lauren Sioko had the RBI single to clinch the Mercy shortened victory in that 10-0 game. Dave Levine picked up the win in game 1. Mike Fiore picked up the win in game number 2. Moving on to South Beach 4, Damage Athletics took on Danny Blaine's Tavern in a doubleheader. Game number 1 saw Damage take the game 17-8, while the nightcap went 10-0 in favor of Damage Athletics. Overall, for Damage Athletics, leadoff man Brian Baskerville was 5 for 6. He had a home run, a double. He scored 4 times, walked twice, and drove home 5, including a grand slam home run. Nicky Castano, the winning pitcher in game number 1, was 2 for 2 with a double, a walk, a run, and a run batted in. Eric Deeney was 4 for 7 with 2 doubles. He scored 4 times and drove home 3. Jason Cuomo was the winner in game number 2 as he tossed a 5-hit shutout, scattering those 5 hits, walking none, and striking out a batter in the complete game effort. For Danny Blaine's, Brendan Shields, he had a hit and a walk and pitched in both of those games for Danny Blaine's. The Griffs had the bye week, so they had the week off to rest up and get ready for next week. Randall Manor had some games. They took on Rams Country Lanes. Randall Manor was victorious 14-4 and 14-0. So it seems a bunch of shutouts went across the board. We still got some more coming up. Danny Modica was the winning pitcher in both games, and he helped himself with the bat as he was 5 for 8, scored 4 times. Kevin Cushing was 5 for 5. He had 3 doubles, 4 runs scored, and he drove home 7 runs. Anthony Amabili, I'm not sure if I said your name right. We'll get it, don't worry. Just make sure you get on the highlight reel more than 1 week. But Anthony was 5 for 7. He drove home a run. Michelle Sullivan, the ageless wonder, 4 for 6. She scored 2 times. For Rams Country Lanes, John Mahoney was 2 for 3. He scored twice and drove home 2. Matt Amato was 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. And Erica Larson also scored a run, and she was 2 for 3 on the day. Moving on to Carnage versus the Embezzlers. In Game 1, Carnage took it 14-5, and in Game 2, 10-0. Vin Casano was the winning pitcher in Game number 1. Andre Torres was 4 for 4. He had a triple, a double, 3 runs scored, and an RBI. Tony Marie Sassi was 2 for 4 with 2 runs batted in. Danielle Dasher was 2 for 5, a double, and 2 runs batted in. In game number 2, saw Bill Goggerty with the shutout victory, helped by Steve Graziano's 4 for 4, a triple, a run, and an RBI. Tony Marie Sassi, 3 for 4 with a ribby. Danielle Dasher excelled defensively in this game with a ridiculous, great diving catch in the outfield. Mike Santiago, 3 for 4. He had a triple, a run, and drove in a pair. For the Embezzlers, Adam Nutter, he excelled on defense, making 3 great sliding catches in left field, while Margaret Babino was 3 for 6. So that takes care of that. Of course, it always goes faster when I'm reading it than when I have to write it all. But of course, we want to thank everybody out there for getting us those game results. There's still 1 or 2 teams we definitely need to get on board here. But for all the new teams that contributed this week, thank you very much. The Embezzlers and Carnage and Balls Deep. We got to get Danny Blaines and some others on board. But of course, thank you very much for sending in those statistics. If everybody can get those in by Sunday night, I can have them all ready, and won't have to do last minute throwing things together. I would definitely like to read off the games according to time slot and field, but it is what it is right now. But at this time, we are going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to update you on the pocket schedule for May 9th. So sit back, relax, and we'll be right back.
Everything.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come.
This is the hardcore icon, Just Incredible, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio. Now that's not just the coolest, that's not just the best. Damage 365 Radio, now that's just incredible.
Esposito's Pizza and Pasta. Over a decade of excellent dining experience. Dine in, take out, or free delivery. We feature over 25 different types of pizza pies, and also will create anything you want. Our sauces are made fresh daily and use only the freshest ingredients. We also have good old-fashioned style entrees, cooked like your mom used to make. From wraps, calzones, rolls, and pasta specials galore to calamari and soups, all in a cozy atmosphere. Call today or stop on in.
Man, that ball got out of here in a hurry. You know, anything travels that far, I'd have a damn stewardess on it, don't you think?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Esposito's Pizza and Pasta, and of course, one of our promos, Just Incredible, former ECW heavyweight champion. But at this time, we like to update our schedule for May 9th, and it will go as followed. Damage Athletics in a doubleheader will take on Carnage starting at 8:30 at Egbert Field. The Griffs will take on the Embezzlers at 8:30 at South Beach 3 in a doubleheader. The FiOrioles will take on Danny Blaine starting at 11:30 at South Beach 5. Randall Manor will take on Balls Deep at the early slot, 8:30 and 10 at South Beach 5. Rams Country Lanes has the week off. They have the bye week this week, and they'll get ready once again, just like everybody else who had the bye week, for the following week of gameplay. Let's update the standings here. We have the Saturday West Division that's being currently held at the top by Carnage at 4-4. And Rams Country Lanes at second place at 3-5, 1 game out. Danny Blaine's 0-8, and the Embezzlers at 0-8 right now, 4 games back. So they got some time. They got 12 games to get on the win column. Over in the East, I guess you can call the East the beast of the league. The FiOrioles at 6-0. Tied along the top with Randall Manor Tavern, also 6-0. Damage Athletics at 5-1, 1 game back. Balls Deep 5-3, they are 2 games back. And Griffs, who had the week off, sit still at 3-3 and 3 games back. So a tight race in the East, a tight but messy division in the West, but with the playoff run the way it's going to be done, it's everybody from the West makes the playoffs, so it's just a matter of positioning and who has home field advantage and who doesn't. So it's just going to be a matter of I guess who can put together maybe 5 or 6 wins this season, because you could possibly have this Division 1 by a 500 team and everybody else make the playoffs under 500, which kind of stinks in a way, because over in the East, only 4 out of 5 teams make the division. So you could have a team with a winning record in the East not make the playoffs, and have to watch while 3 or 4 teams in the other division who might be under 500 make the playoffs. So it's going to be an interesting Eastern division. But again, we have a couple of reminders out there we want to throw out there. The All-Star Game, don't forget, is August 8th. The female home run derby will take place first with field time at 9:45 with a 10 to 10:15 tournament start. So managers, please jot down your 3 female representatives for that 10 to 10:15 start. And please submit that to either myself or Stu by July 11th. That ballot is in your schedule packet, as is your All-Star ballot, where you have to pick 4 players, 2 being female, for that All-Star game that we played later on. The players report to the field at 1 p.m., and about 1:30 we'll have on-field introductions with the game to immediately follow. All this action will take place at Wagner College. If you don't know where Wagner College is, get in touch with the league commissioner as soon as possible at Alumni Softball at AOL.com, or visit the website at leaguelineup.com/alumni coed. That's one word, alumni coed, and he'll get in touch with you. But again, the managers